you, you're the SOS. Thought you was a threat. I do real life, do no tit for tat. On the internet, we don't do that. See, SOS. 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 I got you, you're the SOS. Thought you was a threat. I do real life, do no tit for tat. On the internet, we don't do that. See, I've been a threat and I've been a vet. Thought you knew that way. I'm cashing checks. I don't owe no debts. I've been through that. See you, SOS. 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 See you, SOS. Need a life vest. Need no mic check. SOS. 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 See you, SOS. We don't talk checks. We get to it. We get to it, yeah, we do it, yeah, I go up. We influence, yeah, see me moving, yeah, I glow up. Every time I show up, I can flip my switch out. They act like they know us, but they know dog on big dog. Asking if it's still a flex, say they better go ask Booyah. Never think I'm gon' check, better pull up like woo. Come to place and I'm the best, I ain't worried about none who y'all. 24, no rest, stand on business, I'm too tall. SOS, thought you was a threat. I do real life, do no tit for tat. On the internet, we don't do that. See, I've been a threat and I've been a vet. Thought you knew that way. I'm cashing checks. I don't owe no debts. I've been through that. See you, SOS. 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 See you, SOS. Need a life vest. Need no mic check. SOS. 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 See you, SOS. We don't talk checks. We get to it. All in for the jackpot. Every time I want the last shot. Championship ring. Went to starter from a mascot. Went to Rollies from a G-Shock. Brand new kettle, no teapot. You should know I don't play. Go sicko mode like I'm T-Scott. Eagle vision from the treetops. Went to image from a green dot. Never had no limit, but I had some Reeboks. Keep it humble, but the fee's not. In the game, no free spots. But I earn what's mine. Nothing less, I'ma shine. SOS, thought you was a threat. I do real life, do no tit for tat. On the internet, we don't do that. See, I've been a threat and I've been a vet. Thought you knew that way. I'm cashing checks. I don't owe no debts. I've been through that. See you, SOS. 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 See you, SOS. Need a life vest. Need no mic check. SOS. 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 See you, SOS. We don't talk checks. We get to it. Going down like a rodeo. It's going down like I told you so. It's going down like a rodeo. It's going down like I told you so. I hope you're all here for the ride. Come inside, cause it's going down tonight. Only here for one night, no lies. Come and saddle up a ride. Need a yeehaw, you know how ye. Here for one night and we just wanna party. In a fast car, a Ferrari. It's a push start, I don't need a car key. Slide on Broadway, and it's gnarly. On a late night, but I'm not tardy. Right on time for the parties and Barbies. Strolling with a truck of green like a golf swing. Hey, 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 hey. Bottles on ice, mess around these skates. Hey, hey, hey. If I gotta say it twice, then I got nothing to say. It's going down like a rodeo. It's going down like I told you so. It's going down like a rodeo. It's going down like I told you so. I hope you're all here for the ride. Come inside, cause it's going down tonight. Only here for one night, no lies. Come and saddle up a ride. Come and kiss me up, it's going down. Like a train with no brakes, I'm not slowing down. See us showing up, we're showing out. Better pack it in till they kick us out. I'm no nailing them, I'm a lunatic. It's no telling when I get loose a bit. Got my babe, my boo, she cute and shh. And they serve me straight, need no juice and shh. Hey, 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 hey. Bottles on ice, mess around these skates. Hey, hey, hey. If I gotta say it twice, then I got nothing to say. It's going down like a rodeo. It's going down like I told you so. It's going down like a rodeo. It's going down like I told you so. I hope you're all here for the ride. Come inside, cause it's going down tonight. Only here for one night, no lies. Come and saddle up a ride. counting these digits. Excuse me, I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong if I do, wrong if I don't. That's why I do me no matter what, so excuse me. Lie if I do, lie if I don't. The proof is in the story, take a seat and excuse me. The crash came when the cash came. Spend it before you get it like those rookies all on draft day. For the love like it's match game. Hit the ground running, really do it for my last name. They act different when the facts change. I'm not with the tip for tag games. In my own league, I don't chase game. In my own league, I don't hang with lanes. I know I've been quiet for a minute. I've been grinding, still in it. I've been counting these digits. Excuse me. I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong if I do, wrong if I don't. That's why I do me no matter what, so excuse me. Lie if I do, lie if I don't. The proof is in the story, take a seat and excuse me. Now how could that be? Talking about who can be talking about me. Feeling like Stretch where I got all this reach. Feeling too blessed when I step on these beats. Now how could that be? I could beat the pressure, I could beat the 2-3. Jab, jab, hook, then I duck and I weave. It was never you, it was me.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Marlon. We are back at it again with another edition of the show. So if this is your first time watching, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the daily updates that we have in the land of PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. So if that is something that intrigues you, then this is the place for you. Welcome back to the channel, guys. God bless. Yes, we're back at it again, and we do have a major topic to go over and discuss. We're going to be talking about the newest PS5 update, major PS5 update that is. We just covered one recently that allows you to share like URL links for like multiplayer and stuff like that, which we covered yesterday, and it was kind of not so big, right? Obviously they typically do like those system stability updates here and there, nothing major. But this one here we're gonna go over. It's pretty lengthy. They're gonna be doing a beta actually first and then release it to the mass, so we're going to be going over that here shortly. We're also going to be talking about GTA 6 gameplay, and a former dev actually setting expectations right now on basically hype and all this stuff when it comes to the actual game and what that's going to be like. Also, we're going to be talking about Rise of the Ronin demo and Concord. Okay, we're going to be talking about Concord here because a lot of people who I thought, I don't know, maybe just not really having much to say about the game in terms of what they're saying right now. And I see a lot of people, I see a lot of mixed things about this game. And some people are saying that they should delay the game. I see a lot of that right now. Sony should just delay the game and polish the game more. Some people are saying that they should just go ahead and delay the game and make it free to play. That's why I put that poll up there, because this is very important, man. This is a PS5 exclusive, console exclusive, and there's just no hype for this game at all. I mean, I've seen people comparing it to Marvel Rivals, and Marvel Rivals is at what, 52,000 players right now on Steam. 52,000, right? And people are comparing that to Concord, not even close. And this game was in open beta, and it's like the numbers don't lie. And I've said it before, yeah, it is a fun game, but like I said, fun is just not enough for everyone. It's not something that is, what's up, guys? How you doing? God bless y'all. It's not something that a lot of people want to play. And this is pretty significant because when you look at what's happening right now, I don't know. It's like the state of PlayStation right now is pretty sad. I really want to make a video dedicated to that particular topic, the state of PlayStation right now, because it's just not good. A lot of people are wondering, where are the games? You know, similar to how Microsoft would just pump out a whole lot of controllers and, you know, market their controllers and stuff. But a lot of people used to say, well, Microsoft, where are the games? Well, now it's on Sony now. A lot of people are saying, well, Marlon, where are the games? You know, they're coming out with all these updates for PS5. Where are the games? And so I don't know, man. I do have a major question for a lot of you guys when it comes to PlayStation right now, because some people are saying that this is the worst generation of PlayStation. And I don't even know what to say right now. It's pretty sad, because when you look at the beginning of this generation, which I want to make a video on this topic because I have a lot to say on it. Because at the beginning of this generation, you know, Sony came out with games. They had games, you know, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I mean, that's a great game. I mean, it's a PS5 only game. The problem, I think, is, before I even go into these PS5 only games, the problem is that a lot of people feel like this generation was held back by PS4. They felt like it should have been just strictly PS5 only games, forget about PS4 players, and just focus on PS5. And that's just a selfish side of people, you know, regardless of how you look at it. People spend their money, and rightfully so. They want what they paid for, right? And, you know, people felt like it was just a handful of PS5 only games this generation, and that's just not enough, right? To me, I look at Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and I was like, man, that is a really good PS5 game, and showed you what the PS5 can do. I mean, you had Returnal, which a lot of people kind of slept on, and that was a great game as well, that really showed you what the PS5 could do, right? You had Spider-Man 2. That was also a great game, right? That showed you what the PS5 can do, offered ray tracing in literally every single mode. We had Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores, right? That showed you what the PlayStation 5 can do. So there are games, but it's a very tough situation. I'm putting the cross on myself right now, because it's like, even those games I'm talking about, people just don't care about. You know, Demon Souls remake. Well, Marlon, that's a remake. I don't want to hear anything about that. Well, that's PS5 only. Well, Marlon, that's a remake. That's not something that's built from the ground up for the PS5. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry. I just I'm just stating what Sony has put out. You know, God of War Ragnarok, that was a huge exclusive, but I feel like a lot of people turn a blind eye to God of War Ragnarok, even though to me it was a phenomenal game. It was a great game, but people was like, yeah, it was held back by PS4. Like, it didn't look the way it's supposed to look to people. And I know some people saying that they don't care about graphics, but they do, man. They do. They do care about graphics, because they feel like, well, what's the whole point of this generation, Marlon? You know, what's the whole point of 4K 60, Marlon? What's the whole point of having, you know, graphics that we have never seen before, gameplay that we've never seen before, storytelling that we've never seen before? What's up with that, Marlon? And it's just like, you know, when you look at the studios, and you know, people are disappointed because they look at it and they're like, well, what is Naughty Dog doing, Marlon? Well, what has Naughty Dog done this generation? Remakes, remasters, remaster of a remaster. I mean, what has Naughty Dog done? Nothing since Last of Us Part 2. Nothing this generation. And people are still waiting on Naughty Dog. We were supposed to get Factions 2. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry that you're disappointed. You know, people look at the fact that what's going on with Sucker Punch. You know, well, we're waiting. It's been 4 years since Ghost of Tsushima. We're waiting. We're like, what's up with them? Nobody knows what's going on with PlayStation. And it's sad. It's very sad and heart-wrenching. It's like, bro, like, we're sitting here day in, day out, and we know nothing. We don't have a clear roadmap. We don't know nothing. And I will say this, PlayStation fans are very loyal, because just like Nintendo fans, they're very loyal. They're not going to sit there and trade in their PS5s because things are just not on the bright side right now. That's one thing I could say about PlayStation fans. ever since I've been covering PlayStation, ever since I've been a PlayStation gamer myself, I know how PlayStation fans are. Like, they'll complain and they'll, say, hey, what is this? Or we want this, we want that. But they're going to keep their PS5. Very seldom you see somebody saying, oh, I'm going to sell my PS5, right? And granted, I mean, Phil Spencer was right. Even if Xbox has a phenomenal game, let's say, for instance, Starfield was a home run for everybody, which it was for majority of people on the Xbox platform, regardless of the frame rate and stuff like that. Some people love that game. And Phil was right. Nobody's going to sit there and trade in their PS5. Like, they're not. They're going to keep their PS5s because they know when Sony decides that they want to start cooking, they're going to cook, right? And if you look at each studio individually, like, okay, what's going on with Sony Ben, right? Santa Monica, we're not going to see anything from Santa Monica anytime soon, right? Because they just gave us God of War Ragnarok in 2022. And it's been rumored that they're working on some sort of God of War spin-off game, right? And then we heard about God of War 1 and 2 being remastered or remade or whatever the case may be. Blue Point Games, well, they're the remake kings, right? They like to do a lot of remakes and stuff like that. Well, apparently they're working on something new, and they've been working on something new for a while. I will say possibly about 2 to 3 years now. Blue Point's been working on something new. All right. This is something brand new. They said you can look it up for yourself. They said they're working on something brand. Can we see that at the next PS5 showcase? I think it's very exhausting right now for a lot of people because, I see a lot of people online say, man, Marlon, we need a PS5 showcase now within the next couple of months because it's just not looking too good. And then I'm just like, well, what about the games that Sony is? I keep going back to that. What about the games that Sony? I don't care for those games. I want the bigger stuff. And I'm like, wait a minute. Well, that's next year, bro. No, I want to see the games. I want to see these games. And I'm like, I hear you. I 100% hear you. But Sony, I just feel like, I don't know. It's just, I just don't think Sony cares as much as they used to feel like they need to rush something out or put something. I don't want them to rush anything out. I just want them to talk to us. You see what I'm saying? And as a PlayStation fan, I'm worried about these live service games. I am. Because look at Marvel Rivals. I'm so serious, man. I'm so serious. You guys know me. I keep it real. Look at Marvel Rivals. Is it impossible for Sony to come out with a game like Marvel Rivals and put up 50-something thousand people playing the game day one? It's not impossible. They have done it with Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 ain't like what it used to be, but it's possible. That could have been Killzone. If they were listening to feedback, and bro, we've been screaming on top of our lungs. This is what's so frustrating about PlayStation right now, is the fact that, are you listening to us, man? Are you listening to us, man? We've been crying on top of our lungs, begging and asking, bring these games back, right? 52,000. Think about that. That could have been Sony's way of saying, we hear you. And this is our way of making a stand in the multiplayer segment. The multiplayer segment is so oversaturated right now. I told you guys, everybody got their go-to multiplayer game. Black Ops 6 right now, everybody's talking about Black Ops 6. They just dropped MW3 today in Game Pass, right? And that's already huge for a lot of people who haven't bought MW3. They're going to be downloading that and playing that right now. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Microsoft have the multiplayer segment sold up. You understand what I'm saying? And Microsoft started out being known, for their multiplayer games. They have already cultivated that. And that's one thing I can say about Microsoft, and I will forever give them their flowers for, is that they keep those franchises that we grew up playing alive. It hurts me. It hurts me so much. It's like I'm tired. I'm just tired, man, because it's like, bro, we're getting nowhere We are stuck right now. We're in the four-wheeler right now, and we just cannot get out of the mud right now. We just can't get out the mud because it's frustrating. It really is, because if you look at Microsoft, look at Gears, right? I'm gonna prove my point here. Look at Gears of War. How, there were so many Gears of War games. There were spin-off Gears of War games. There were mainline Gears of War games. Is every single Gears good? No. Did every single Gears meet Microsoft expectations? No. Is every single Halo game phenomenal? No. But they still keep doing them, right? Because there's an audience for it. Why can't Sony do the same thing, bro? I need everybody to chime in. Let's have a discussion right now, man. I'm frustrated, man. And I need everybody, I need some help. I need y'all to come together as a community and start speaking up. Because I always tell you guys, you never know who's watching the show. So I need you guys to speak up, man. I can't be the only one that's frustrated. I'm frustrated as a PlayStation fan. Because if I look at Microsoft and I'm like, if Microsoft can keep these major games that made them Microsoft in the first place and have them continuously going on and on and on all the way up on this, why can't Sony do the same thing? Now I'm talking about stuff that I should be making in a video right now. I'm frustrated because it's like, bro, if I'm pissed off. I'm trying to keep my cool because it's like, bro, Microsoft showed us at this Xbox event, Microsoft, considering that they've been in the hot seat all this time, they've been making a lot of mistakes. They've been pissing people off. You know what I mean? It's like they had a loss of identity, right? They were clueless on, are you guys really in this to win this, or like what's going on? Are you trying to compete with Sony? We understand that you're trying to step off the console segment, right, and be more into the cloud and mobile and PC more, because that's where the money at. I mean, that's why you bought Activision Blizzard King. It wasn't because of the consoles, it was because of mobile and the cloud, right? So we understand that Microsoft has switched focus, but Microsoft showed us games and that made everybody happy. And that's the same thing that we want from Sony. And I know that they can do it. And I'm just saying this out of love. You know what I'm saying? This is all about love at the end of the day. And it's frustrating because if we can still get Halo and Gears, bro, we could still be getting Killzone. We could still be getting SOCOM. We could still be getting Resistance. You guys know what I'm talking about. And I don't know what to do. I'm trying to use all my resources at this point. You see what I'm saying? And I'm trying to say things, but it's above my pay grade. I can't flick the switch on and make it happen. Like, I can talk to my contact and be like, hey, listen, is there any way that you could talk to your boss and, let them know that, hey, hey, what's up with this game? What's up with that? I don't know what else to do. And I'm doing all I can. This is why I always tell you guys, share the streams and tag whoever you need to tag in the stuff, because I'm doing everything that I can. I'm trying to get these people, these exec attention and be like, listen, bro, like, it's not looking too good right now. Right? Like, the hype is not the same anymore. Right? Like, and at the end of the day, it seems like it's just going to be single player games. And if it's single player games that's going to be winning the generation, then so be it. But at the same time, Sony is putting a lot of effort into live service games, right? Sony is putting a lot of effort into multiplayer games. And this is just the beginning. So are you paying attention, Sony, to what people are saying and what people are requesting? It's almost ludicrous to me that you see a game like Marvel Rivals. Oh my God. You know what came to mind? I'm frustrated right now. You know what came to mind? That Spider-Man multiplayer game. That Spider-Man multiplayer game that got canceled and it got leaked out online. Does Sony even know what works and what doesn't work anymore? I don't understand. I'm frustrated right now because if they would have released, say instead of Concord, say Concord is still coming out, but they delayed it to 2025. No, but I can almost guarantee you after they showed that trailer for Concord, and if they would have said, nope, not until 2025, nobody will be crying right now. Nobody will be upset right now. Yeah, we'll be down to like 4 games for this year, but nobody will be so pissed off because they're like, okay, well, maybe a game needs more work. I would have been okay with it, right? And then Sony could have said, well, we're putting out this Marvel multiplayer game instead. I think that would have done way better than 2,000 concurrent players. Not asking you, I'm telling you. It would have done way better on PC, way better on PS5. That Spider-Man multiplayer game. Easy 20, 30,000 people playing that because it's Spider-Man. And it's like, bro, who are making these decisions, bro? Like, are you guys conscious making these decisions? Like, who is looking at these games and saying, nope, let's cancel this and let's do this instead of this? What? That does not make any sense. Like, man, I wish guys like me was just in the high chair, bro, where I could be the one making the decisions. Because as a gamer, I understand what people want. I understand what I want and what I like. You understand what I'm saying? And everything that I like, I'm hearing people are echoing. Killzone, Resistance. Where's Twisted Metal? Twisted Metal would have done way more. Are you kidding me? They canceled. Oh my God. I'm losing my freaking mind right now. I'm losing it. I'm losing it on stream today. Twisted Metal would have done so much better than Concord right now. So much better. Because there's legacy fans on Twisted Metal. It's not even just about new IPs, bro. This is a new IP. You see what I'm saying? Like, people want new IPs from Sony. I did a poll yesterday, and majority of you guys said yes, new IPs. Majority of you guys voted for new IPs, but new IPs are risky, y'all. It's very risky because Sony is sitting here spending all this money into these new IPs. And it's like, bro, are you even? And just like what Herman Ho said, like, oh, we need to reevaluate some things. Are you guys really reevaluating things right now? Are you guys really putting forth the effort to talk to us, bro? When they legitimately said, what's it, a couple months ago, oh yeah, we need to do better. We need to do better with communication. Are you? Can you guys do a survey? It's not hard. Like, how many followers does Sony got on the PlayStation account on Twitter? Millions. I forgot how many. 20 million? Literally. Oh, man, just a simple Twitter poll. A simple Twitter poll. Just a simple Twitter poll to say, what do you guys want? What would you guys like to see? Just like Capcom does it, a lot of other companies does it, bro. Like, it's not that hard. And take that feedback. I'm not saying for you to do every single thing that we want, but at least create something in the spirit of something that people can enjoy. It's not hard. It's not hard. And it's so frustrating because some people, it's like they're so quick to brush things under the rug. And it's like, no, bro, you need to say something and speak up about how you feel. I don't have the strength like I used to, man. I don't have the energy like I used to. I don't. My energy is just like slowly dying for gaming. I'm serious. There are some days where I don't even feel like turning on my PS5. There's some days I don't feel like turning on my Xbox. There's some days I don't feel like turning on my PC. Sad. Gaming is changing rapidly right in front of our eyes. And some of y'all don't see it. It's the same stuff over and over again. And it's like other companies can do it. Why can't Sony do it? It's the same thing I used to say about Nintendo. People used to get mad at me when it comes to Nintendo. Oh, and they're going to get mad at me again because this second channel that I have that's coming up, that's strictly for Nintendo. Oh, the rants are coming back. The old school Marlon is going to come back. Oh, I'm going to get on Nintendo case because if we go into this next generation with the Switch 2 and the online is still rubbish and the eShop is not how I expect it to be, and we can't talk to friends verbally. I'm not talking through a stupid freaking phone, being able to talk to your friend. Ooh, just wait on Nintendo. Oh, just wait. When I'm done with Nintendo, they're going to start acting right. That's for another conversation. Let's get back on the Sony case. It makes no sense. And I look at those Marvel Rivals numbers and I'm like, wow, why couldn't that be Sony? Why can't we have, is it hard? Is it just me? Or am I making a fool out of myself on camera today? On stream? Is it just me? It can't just be me. Because if other companies can do it, bro, look how much hype do we have. I seen grown men cry over Gears of War E-Day reboot. Why couldn't that be us? Why? Sony, why that couldn't be you? Why can't you have people crying over your games like they used to? I mean, bringing back so much memories. How hard is it for you to do another Killzone? Nobody is sitting here. Horizon, yes, Horizon. Stop. You're not that hyped for Horizon like that. Horizon is a good game, but it ain't no Killzone. It's not. It's not. It will never be on the level of Killzone. You can say whatever the heck you want to say, and you know it too. You know it. It's like they're just doing whatever they want to do right now. And it's like, bro, I'm tired of freaking Horizon right now. I'm tired of Horizon. Tired of playing Horizon. Waste of freaking talent. What is Guerrilla Games doing? Multiplayer Horizon game. We still haven't seen a whip on that. We don't even know when that's coming out, right? Supposedly a Horizon Zero Dawn remake, right? A tabletop board game for Horizon. Really? Wasting your talent on freaking Horizon? Where is freaking Killzone? You can't bring that back? Is it hard for you to bring that back? It's already an established IP. You're spending $200, $300, $400 million on a brand new IP or whatever the heck, doing stuff that people are not asking for. Is it hard for you to bring back Killzone and go back to Killzone? Do you know what a Killzone would do in this day and age to a whole new generation? Are you stupid? What's wrong with you, Gorilla? Like, what's wrong with you, Sony? Are you guys even paying attention? Are you that stupid, Sony? Like, I'm frustrated, dog, because when you look at the market right now, look at Call of Duty. Call of Duty is just demolishing all these games. Literally in the genre. Call of Duty has just been the same since the original Call of Duty. Just with a half coat of paint. Not even a full coat, just a half coat of paint. It's the same game, just with a little bit of different mechanics here and there. But at the core, it's the same thing. Is every single don't get me upset today. Is every single Call of Duty game perfect?
To go
No.
even further beyond.
No. Frustrated, bro.
We complained Sony were announcing games too early. Now Sony want to keep games a surprise. We still complaining. People don't know what they want.
it's not even just that, bro. It's not about announcing games too early. It's not that. It's about doing what people are asking for. We're not saying for you to do every single thing we're asking for. We're asking you to at least consider and at least try. It's like they're doing things that makes no freaking sense. I can't be the only one. It's not about new announcing new games early. It's not about that. Or announcing stuff, or surprising people or anything like that. It's not even about that. We rarely get surprises. That's the even thing. You're talking about surprises. We rarely even get that. It's like, what's going on with this era of PlayStation? What's going on right now? Well, like, what's happening? Microsoft is just, they're on a whole nother level with these games right now. Like, I mean, you can say whatever you want, but that freaking showcase. And they're bringing back games that people love. Huh? Perfect Dark. What? Man, yo, get out of here, man. Yeah, listen to me, man. I'm so mad right now, bro, because it makes no sense. It makes no sense. If Microsoft can bring back Gears, I mean, rebooting the franchise, right? If Microsoft can bring Perfect Dark back. How long ago since we had a Perfect Dark game? Man.
Twisted Metal would have brought old players like me. I'm thinking Sony mindset is they player base from the 90s and 200s are middle aged and don't play games anymore.
Sad, bro. Sad. You know what I'm saying? It's thank you so much, Devastator. Thank you for the 10. It's sad, bro. What made the PS3 so great, man, was the games. It wasn't even about the console itself. It's the games that we were playing and enjoying. That era of PlayStation was the best. Nothing is going to top PS2. Nothing will ever top PS2. Y'all think this is a joke? Why can't we just... Man, frustrated, bro. It really is, man. It's just like, I don't know what else to say. It's just when you see other companies doing phenomenally right now. I mean, look at First Ascendant. What? That could have been Sony. Over 10 million players. Why couldn't that be Sony? Is it hard? And I just feel like Sony just does not care. They don't care. It's like, bro, I'm concerned as a gamer. I'm concerned as a journalist. I'm concerned as somebody that's a part of this industry. I am concerned. I'm saying all of this out of concern for the brand. Like, what is happening right now? How is it that Marvel Rivals can do 52,000 concurrent players on PC, but then Concord, a new PS5 IP, a console exclusive, only 2,000 players? That's it? It's only gonna get worse, man. It's only gonna get worse. It's like you keep on doing things because you just want to do it. You know what I mean? And you just want to give a blind eye. That does not help you. That does not help you. And anybody who is looking and saying that, oh, everything is fine. No, it's not. Because it's the same thing every single generation. It's the same exact thing. The story, you notice All the games I mentioned earlier were story games. Story games. That's what they're known for. Story-driven games. That's what all the games I mentioned earlier were, single-player games. Sony could be too little too late to the party. And Microsoft is just going to dominate them. Microsoft is just going to haymaker them in the multiplayer department. Let me say this. Let me say this right now. Listen. Your rival use one of their biggest strength in their existence, which is money. Money. And bought their way to be one of the biggest publisher in the game. Not saying it's right, but this is why you have to create your own stuff and not depend on somebody else's stuff. And right now, when it comes to Call of Duty, it ain't the same no more. It's on PlayStation, but it ain't the same no more because they don't have marketing rights. And for some reason, I guess Sony was right because they cannot create something to go up against COD. They can't. And they're showing that with Concord. Is that the best y'all can do? Really? That cannot be the best you can do. To the point where people are saying now, delay the game. Man, it's a joke, man. It makes no... I'm frustrated, dog. I'm so frustrated because you are sitting on your bag. You're sitting on your bag. You have game preservation team. You have one of the best studios in the game, Blue Point Games, to do remakes, right? Remakes of game. Man, not saying Killzone will be no COD, but my God, that would make a huge impact. That would shake up the industry right now. And I hope I'll be alive to actually see Killzone come back or see any of these games that I sit here every single day crying out for. Because it seemed like doing new IPs, it's like you lack creativity. No, I'm being serious. I'm being real. This ain't no sugarcoating over here. I tell you like it is. Some of y'all don't like it. Hey, it is what it is. I'm speaking from my heart because it seemed like new IPs is just not cutting it. It's like new IPs. Look at Wolverine. When people saw Wolverine, yeah, it's just like God of War. The camera is just like God of War. It's like nobody is freaking happy with these new games because it's lacking freaking creativity. Y'all think this is a joke? I'm being serious. So it's like new IPs don't seem to be cutting it. So fall back on what worked before and bring it to a whole different generation. You can't just look at Microsoft. You can't just give up on the games that made you PlayStation. That's my point about this whole conversation I'm having with y'all. You cannot give up on those games. Almost every video that I've seen online is talking about the same stuff I've been saying on this channel for years. It's like you can't just say new IPs, because them new IPs might be a flop. Them new IPs might be garbage. So what else do you have? What else can you bring to the table? It's like we running out of freaking ideas. It's like we can't just make something that the world has never seen before. And it's hard. Don't get it twisted. It's hard. But it's like the effort that they're putting in, it just don't seem like it's real at all. And it's like, oh, we just don't have any competition. I don't want to hear that, man. Because Microsoft, the bar has been set right now. Microsoft showed off 30 games. Sony got to find a way to top that. They got to find a way to get up to that bar. And that's a hard bar to reach. Because all this nonsense about nobody cares about old games. Gears is an old game. And look at the reception. Are you kidding me? Halo, that's an old game from the original Xbox. Are you mad? And it's still relevant. Halo Infinite, the numbers for Halo Infinite alone is 100 times better than Concord. So why can't you bring back Killzone? Let me say this. Why can't you do new IPs? Do your Concord, do your fair games, do your marathon and whatever else you're gonna do, and still have those legacy games in place to help carry you, Sony? Is it that hard? Is it that hard to give us a variety so that more people can turn on their PS5s and have a variety to play? It can't just be me. I refuse to believe it's just me. Because on your PS5, the numbers don't lie. More people play third-party games. More people buy these consoles for third-party games. That's all facts, man. More people are buying these consoles for third-party games, not first-party. And that's a darn freaking shame. And I don't freaking get it, bro. These consoles ain't cheap. These consoles are expensive. And it's like at the root of it, at the heart and soul of it all, it's like they just don't seem to care. And it's like they don't want to improve on communication. That's my biggest problem with Sony, is that they don't communicate with their freaking audience. They don't. And they don't listen to us. And it's so sad and pathetic and stupid, because it's like you have so much more exclusive games than Microsoft. So much legacy games than Microsoft. Because we know about the obvious stuff. We know about Marvel Spider-Man 2 DLC. We know about Death Stranding 2. We know about Wolverine. We know about Ghost 2. We know about all these games. But can you sweeten the deal a little bit on top of the live service stuff that you're doing, on top of the new IPs, on top of the existing games, on top of legacy stuff, on top of backwards? Can you just give us a wide variety to keep people locked in? I don't know, man. Like I said, nothing will ever top PS2 and PS3 generation. This generation would never, ever, ever even come close to those two generations. I'm sorry. Because it's a disgrace. That's what it is. People are looking at Concord numbers and looking at Marvel Rivals, a game like Marvel Rivals. Not even just Marvel Rivals. First Descendant. First Descendant ain't nothing new. It's doing what every other game has done before. Nothing new. I was playing it and it started to get repetitive. 10 million players. And you mean to tell me you can't come up with something that's going to at least garnish even way more than that? Or similar to that, or a little bit less than that? At least way better than 2,400 concurrent players? You telling me you can't do that? And the games that you canceled, who is making these decisions? Who is making these decisions right now? Who? Please tell me who. Because it's like you cancel Factions. You cancel Twisted Metal. You cancel that Spider-Man multiplayer game. You're telling me that those games couldn't do way better than Concord? Bring even more hype? Sell some PS5s while you're at it? Are you kidding me? You mean to tell me that though you looked at those games and be like, yeah, nope, we not releasing this. It's not all about money, Sony. It's not all about freaking, see, greed. Freaking greed. Greed will get you in trouble. Greed will make people see your true colors for who you are. Greed. We understand you got to make money, bro. But at the same time, bro, like you got to make sure when you're making these decisions that you're keeping the player at the center of those decisions. Make your money. Nobody's saying that you don't need to make your money, but you have to keep the player in mind. Because if you're going off of your own merit, then it's going to be a hit or miss because you're going off of what you think people want instead of asking people what they want and use that feedback. I'm just saying if I was Sony, I'm just saying if I was a higher up, that's what I would do. If I was a community manager or a director or something like that, I would build something based off of feedback. Okay, well, we can't bring back Killzone. Let's make something similar to Killzone. Let's make something similar to SOCOM. Let's make something similar to Resistance. And let's still do our new IPs. Let's do our best to bring back backwards compatibility in a very special way. Things people are asking for. It's not hard. It's not hard, man. And I don't even know, honestly, I covered yesterday on the PS5 showcase stuff and the PS5 Pro stuff. And the analyst, what's his name? William Aguilar, he was saying how, he expects Sony to come out this year. He's 90% sure that Sony's going to come out with a PS5 showcase this year, according to his sources, because he has trustworthy sources. And we still got to take that with a grain of salt because we don't even freaking know anything. We don't know nothing. We still don't know. It don't even feel like 30 years of PlayStation. It don't. Right? Because PlayStation Plus Premium, that needs work. The backbone of PlayStation Plus Premium is the legacy games. And we still can't even download and play PS3 games. Only thing that we could do is stream. And that's not even 100% right now. And we don't even have all the games that we are requesting for PS2 and PS3 and PS1. Right? The only backwards compatibility that is shining is PS4 on PS5 right now. Because that's native support. But it's like, what's going on, man? What is happening to you? Like what I don't understand. So it's like, okay, PlayStation Premium needs work. All right. Your multiplayer needs work. Right? And people are worried about these games that you're going to be putting out besides the obvious things like these brand new IPs. Are they going to mesh well with people? Is people going to get excited when they see them? Right? It don't feel like 30 years of PlayStation. It don't feel like we're going to be getting a PS5 showcase. And let's say we don't get PS5 Pro. Okay, most people ain't going to care if they don't get a PS5 Pro or not. So let's not talk about no PS5 Pro here. Let's talk about what's more important. The PS5 freaking showcase with the games. That's what people want. And people want to see what the heck is going on. What y'all been working on? I don't know. Don't know, man. It's like I miss the Sean Layton era of PlayStation. I missed Jack Tretton time frame. I miss those guys. Andrew House. I miss those guys. That's when it was good. That's when it was good. That's when it was exciting. Y'all think this is a joke? This is serious, man. That's when it was exciting to tune into these events because you know the hype level was going to be real. Don't know, man. I don't know, man. Soon as I start up the stream, all I can see people saying is, oh, here goes Sony with another update. Where are the games at? Remember, this used to be a Microsoft thing. Microsoft showing off all these controllers. Where are the games? Now Microsoft showed off the games. Ain't nobody saying that Microsoft ain't got no games no more. Oh, the table has turned. The table has turned. Come on, guys. We gotta wake up, man. We gotta keep on demanding better from Sony. I know they can do it, bro. I know Sony can do it. I know the beast is in there somewhere, just locked away. And I just feel, I'm being honest, man. I don't even think that we're ever going to get that excitement or hype ever again. I don't see it, man. I don't see it happening. I think that's over with. The hype that we used to have, it's gone. It's a relic of the past. Yeah, I lost my appetite. Let's move on to the next topic. I just had to get that off my chest because it's almost a joke now. It's just like other companies are coming out with their games and they're getting way higher interest. Right? Concord is supposed to be big. Concord is supposed to be making a big splash, regardless if I think it's a good game or not. Not everybody thinks it's a good game. Some people are saying delay the freaking game. That's sad. That's my point of saying all this today. It's not just because I want to say it. It's because I want everybody to be happy. And not everybody is happy right now. People are upset right now. Because Sony is doing things that they're not asking them to do. And it seems like Sony does not care. That's a problem. Bro, we about to... Last thing I'm going to say. I'm mad right now. Bro, we about to go into year 5. Sony have already said that we're entering the latter stages of the PS5. Bro, we're going into year 5. Don't you realize that we probably got only 2 or 3 more years left? We got maybe max 3 or 4 more years left out of this generation. We going into year 5. Year 5 real soon. The 5th year. And it's like this? It's nuts. It's nuts. You know, I've said this. I think this generation should have been delayed. Microsoft just started to cook with their Xbox showcase after 4 years of waiting on them. They showed off games that's been in development for 4 years, 5 years, maybe even longer than that. This was supposed to be the year that Sony and Microsoft released the PS5 and the series consoles. 100% facts. That's my opinion. It ain't facts, but the pandemic ruined everything. And I think, honestly, the pandemic made us really see the true colors of these companies and these developers. A lot of these developers are just lazy and lack creativity and lack substance. That's just the truth, man. I'm speaking the truth from my heart. They should have released this generation this year. Marlon, why are you saying that? Because it would have given them more time to be even more creative. Give these games that were in development from 2019, 2018 more time to cook. You guys know what I'm saying. Some of y'all don't want to admit it. But the truth is the truth, man. I don't care who want to get mad. I don't care. The truth is the truth. They should have delayed this generation. But no, here we are. And some of you guys probably saying to yourself, like, why did I even buy a PS5? I ain't even happy. And then when I bring up these games that Sony, and I give Sony their flowers, they drop some really good exclusive games. God of War Ragnarok, Spider-Man 2, those are really good games. Horizon Forbidden West, right? Miles Morales. Those are really good games. Ratchet and Clank, Returnal. Those are really good exclusives. But at the same time, people feel like the generation was held back by PS4. Gran Turismo 7. People felt like the generation, those bigger games that I'm talking about, oh, Marlon, those are PS4 games. So that's one of the main reasons why I feel like they should have just delayed this generation until now. Give PS4 its last 4 years and let's start fresh and develop all those games that I'm talking about strictly for PS5. You guys know what I'm talking about because you guys have already raised concerns about that. God of War Ragnarok, that should have been PS5 only. GT7, that should have been PS5 only. Horizon Forbidden West, that should have been PS5 only. Come on, y'all. Y'all know what I'm saying.
No PS5 Pro wow, but yeah, the games suck.
Thank you for the super chat, man. It's like, come on, man. I can't be the only one that feel this way, bro. I can't. There's no possible way. Like, you guys have already told me, oh, Marlon, what is Naughty Dog doing? I mean, they got multiple stuff they're working on. We're probably not going to see nothing from Naughty Dog until another 3-4 more years from now. We ain't going to see nothing. A lot of these studios, Santa Monica, we ain't seeing nothing from Santa Monica anytime soon. A lot of these studios that are cooking right now, we ain't gonna see those games, bro. You know what this feels like? This is almost a mimic of the PS3 generation in terms of a drought. In terms of the beginning of the PS3 generation, minus the games that we already got. Because now it just seemed like a drought now. Like, there is games coming out this year. Phantom Blade Zero, Concord, Horizon, Lego Adventures. You know what I'm saying? Silent Hill 2 remake. And it's like Astrobot. And it's like you guys are just, you don't care about those games. You're like, What are you talking about, dude? Maybe just one out of the two. Maybe just one out of the three. What are you talking about? Those are not big Sony games. Like, those are just essentials. What are you talking about? I've always said it could be worse. It could be a whole lot worse. Sony could have just came out and be like, yep, we have nothing for 2024. Then everybody will be out here losing their freaking minds. Oh, my PS5 is sitting here gathering dust. We got to wait till 2025 to see what they got cooking. I'm pretty sure it's going to be exciting about the obvious games that we're expecting them to show. But in the mix of all of that, we're going to be having a lot of live service games that Sony is going to be put. And I'm worried about those live service games because if Concord is getting hit like this, where does it put all these other games that Sony is going to be investing so much money and time into? Ain't y'all worried about these live service games that because they going to keep on making them? And some of y'all even raise concerns on, oh, we doing TV shows and remaking games for these TV shows and movies. That's not enough. That we don't want that. You guys have already raised concerns. It ain't me. You guys have already said that. What are you doing remaking and remastering games that we ain't asking for? Yeah, that's right. It's to make money. It's another avenue to make money. How about you do movies and TV shows for masterpieces of the past? How about that, Sony? Can you do an Infamous movie? Can you do a Sly Cooper movie? Can you do a Killzone movie? Can you do a SOCOM movie? Can you do a Resistance movie? Can you do a Motorstorm movie? Can you do a Warhawk movie? Can Can you do any of that? And remake those franchises? People will happily spend $70. Happily. Not asking you, I'm telling you, people will happily spend $70. Ain't you trying to make money? Or make even more money? What? Most of those games are over 15 years old. Nobody would disagree with that. Everybody would be on board. What? SOCOM movie? Oh, let's go. Let's go. Oh, we getting SOCOM. Let's go. Whoa, let's go. Yes. Sony can do it. They can. I don't want to hear no excuses about they can't. You don't have the money that Microsoft got, but you got money. You got Sony Pictures. You got movie studios. Like, I want to hear that. Most of these movie companies borrow your cameras and borrow your equipment to make their movies. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. If you can do Gran Turismo, you can do Killzone. You can do SOCOM. You can do MotorStorm. You can do Warhawk. You can do MAG. What? You can do Sly Cooper. You can do Jack and Daxter. You can do PlayStation Battle Royale. What? Are you kidding me, my guys? It's not that hard. It's like they're not going to stop making remakes and remasters. So, my opinion, if you're going to continue to make remakes and remasters, at least do the games. Look at Capcom. You think Capcom is... Man, Capcom has been carrying this generation. Literally, Capcom is carrying this generation, bro. Capcom is showing everybody how it's done. Resident Evil 2. Look how old Resident Evil 2 is. They remade Resident Evil 2. They even put out polls asking people what they want. RE3, all easy over 5 million copies. Easy. And those, obviously, we are still waiting on some of the bigger stuff from Capcom. Pragmata, we've been waiting on that game. We know it's still in development, but at least look at Capcom. Look at the foundation Capcom has laid out. They're making remakes and remasters, and they're making stupid money off of that stuff on top of the new stuff that they got in development. It is not hard. No, you're remaking and remastering things that nobody is asking for. You're doing new IPs of games that nobody is asking for. Sony will be fortunate if the PS5 sells 100 million. At the rate that they going right now, don't get it twisted. PS5s are selling. But if they really want to outshine PS2, they got a lot of work to do. I don't even think they're going to pass out. Not PS2. Not PS2. Stop. They ain't never going to pass PS2. Let me reframe what I wanted to say. This is why PS4. They're not going to outsell PS4. So I just don't see it happening. They ain't never going to touch PS2. I'm just going to keep it a buck. I don't even think the PS6 is going to touch PS2. It's not happening. I don't care what nobody say. It's just not happening. They're not even going to pass up PS4. At the rate that they're going right now, not going to pass PS4. It's not happening. It's not happening. They got a lot of work to do to get to PS4 numbers. They just said recently that majority of players on PlayStation on their ecosystem is PS4. Majority of players right now that are playing their games are on PS4, and we're 4 years in the generation, and majority of their player base is on PS4. Huh? Come on, somebody. I mean, say something. for a reason. Because all those games that I mentioned earlier ain't enough for them to come over to PS5. Some of y'all know what I'm saying. And this is stuff that I see in the chat on the daily. You telling me people that own PS4s, oh, what about Miles Morales? Oh, that's PS4. Are you stupid? What about GT7? That's PS4. Are you crazy? What about Horizon Forbidden? That's PS4. Stop, bro. Stop. What about God of War Ragnarok? Oh, that's PS4. Are you crazy in your brains? That's all PS4, bro. So we don't have a reason. The bigger stuff that Sony has put out from 2020 until now is freaking PS4. Majority of it is PS4. So how do you expect people to transfer from PS4 to PS5 when the big hitters, except for Spider-Man 2, was on PS4? What do you expect? You think people are crazy to just jump out there and go, oh, well, I'm buying a PS5. Oh, yes. I care about fast loading times. I care about smaller file sizes. No, that's not enough for me to switch over. Where are the PS5 only games at? We didn't have enough of them. Where are all that stuff at? That's the problem that we got right now. So let's hope that 2025 can make a big splash. And let's hope that Sony can at least move 30 million units on top of GTA 6, which that's third party. And it seems like the only way Sony is going to even get close to 100 million is because of GTA 6. You guys know what I'm saying. It ain't going to be first party that's going to get them there. It's GTA 6. Everybody got their eyes on GTA 6. Everybody rubbing their hands like Birdman because they know once GTA 6 drop, that's bank. That's the only way. That's going to help them boost to 30, 40 million units. Because if at the rate that Sony is going right now and the games that they dropping right now, yeah. Are we ever going to get rid of PS4? Is PS4 ever going to be in the rear? Is PS4 ever going to be in the rear? Probably not. Oh yeah, 2025 is going to be the last of PS4. Is it? Is it going to be? Nah, I don't believe it. I believe it when I see it. So to end this off, what is going to incentivize the majority of players on PS4 to come to PS5? Leave it right there. Let's move on. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed. I'm pissed off, bro. Pissed off. Makes no sense, bro. Makes no sense. Zero hype. There's little to no hype whatsoever. No hype. No hype for anything. Zero hype. 30 years of PlayStation and it's a ghost town. It's a darn shame, man. Wow. A freaking shame. Let's move on to our first topic. I'm pissed off, man. It's so annoying. It's like, what are we freaking doing? Like, what are we freaking doing right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, do we even care to even answer back? Do we even care to do that? Nah. Because we feel like we don't have any competition. So who cares about answering back? What do we need to answer back for? Yeah, you're right. Don't answer back. Just, do what you do best. I'm just pissed off, man. It makes no sense, bro. Moving on to the next story here. I'm done talking about it. It is what it is. Ain't nothing going to change anyway. I just wasted my time talking about it. Nothing going to change. It's going to be the same old, same old. PS5 system beta for July 2024 announced. Here's what's coming. Sony has announced a PS5 system software beta for July 2024, outlining what players can expect in the console firmware's next major update. Highlights include personalized 3D audio files, new remote play settings, which I think is cool, and adaptive controller charging for PS5 Slim. So,
Third party dropping last gen, not Sony first party.
thank you for that super chat. I don't know, my G. I don't know, man.
Sell your PS5 since you're so upset.
Sell my PS5. Okay, that's the best you can come up with based on what I just said. Sell my PS5. Okay. PS5 system beta update, July 2024 details and release date. He said the beta will kick off tomorrow, Thursday, July 25. Only participants from select countries will be invited to partake in the takeover, of course, of a few months, which the firmware update will be rolled out globally. As of what the new PS5 system beta entails, all PS5 models will be able to personalize 3D audio profiles for headphones and earbuds. Players will be able to analyze a large number of factors via sound testing to create a profile that suits them. Sony reckons that this will help create a more immersive experience. For example, you personalize 3D audio profile may enable you to better sense the positions of characters and objects in a game world more clearly than before, reads the PlayStation blog. The next thing is this. All PS5 models will be able to test new remote play settings for individual users. Players can choose who is allowed to connect remotely to their PS5, adjust their settings individually, decide who will and won't continue to have access after they leave, and make modifications accordingly. Finally, PS5 Slim owners will be able to use adaptive charging for all DualSense controllers and PSVR 2 Sense controllers. Sony says adaptive charging will help conserve power when the PS5 is in rest mode. And I quote, by adjusting the length of the time that power is supplied to your controller based on its battery level. All right, end quote. So there's that one, man. The fact that anybody, like, for instance, if you have a family member come over or something and you want them to have access to remote play, there's that, right? Which I think is really, really cool. So anybody can turn on your PS5 that, you're allowed to, and they can have, access to, access remote play and things of that nature on your PS5. And then add in all these different profiles to your earbuds and headphones for 3D audio. I think that's actually cool as well. And, add in for PlayStation Slim owners, the adaptive charging for DualSense control. I think that's also cool as well. Obviously, this is not major stuff that people are hoping for and expecting. But I'll definitely show you guys really quickly here. So you guys can actually see. Hit that like button for me and share out the stream. As you guys can see here, this is it on their on the PlayStation blog, and the slimmer model can also test adaptive charging controller. So we just read everything from PlayStationLifestyle.net. So see right here, you can create your own personalized 3D audio profile. Right there, they're showing it off. And, enable remote play for individual users, available for all PS5 models. So they're showing like you can enable all these profiles that you want to for like remote play, which I think that's pretty cool. And you could supply power to USB in rest mode. So that's for the adaptive charging and things of that nature there for your controller. And this is for like PlayStation Slim consoles. So there it is. What do you guys think about this beta update? Obviously, they're going to roll it out afterwards, when it gets out of beta. So there's that one. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me and share the stream. Subscribe if you're brand new. Let's get into our next topic at hand here. And this one right here, oh boy. The almighty GTA 6. Yeah, the game that everybody is so hyped for right now. And obviously I can't wait because I'm a GTA fan and it looks exciting. It looks exciting. So we have a former dev. I think he worked on pretty much all the GTA games all the way up to GTA 4. And he was basically saying like GTA 6, we need to keep our expectations in check. And it could very well be similar to GTA 5. I mean, I want to be the judge of that. He said, nevertheless, though, it's going to be a great game, a phenomenal game, a groundbreaking game. But he's saying, like, keep your expectations in check because it could be similar to GTA 5. And granted, I think GTA 5 was great, but I also think that a lot of people didn't like Grand Theft 5 for various reasons. Some people were even pointing out, the fact that you got to do this whole Google Earth thing with all the three characters and there weren't a perfect balance between the three characters. And I don't know, people were just complaining about all different type of stuff. But I mean, I don't really have a huge problem with GTA 5. I mean, so I don't think GTA 6 is going to be more like GTA 5. I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, we haven't seen gameplay yet. I think GTA 6 is going to be more like Vice City, right? That's the kind of vibe that I got when I looked at the trailer. Now, I could be wrong, right? And that's fine. But the vibe that I got from the trailer that they showed us, I was getting more Vice City, more Grand Theft Vice City vibes than GTA 5 based on the tad bits that we have gotten. So who knows? Maybe he's right. I mean, but he hasn't been a part of Rockstar for years, like over a decade, maybe. I don't know. So I just don't know. What do you guys think about all this? Because he was on some YouTuber's channel doing a podcast, and yeah, he was just like, let me big this up so you guys can actually. So let's show you guys real quick on where this information is actually coming from. So this come from Screen Rant. So let's take a look. So as you guys can see right here, former Rockstar dev warns to lower your expectations for GTA 6. And it said, with all the excitement surrounded GTA 6, a former Rockstar developer wants fans to understand that the game may not be as much of a technical leap as GTA 5. So he's saying that it's not going to be much of a technical leap, which that could be disappointing for some people. But I'm not going to ride with this and be like, oh, it's going to be a disappointment based off of what he's saying, because he's not working there anymore. So how does he know that it's not going to be a technical leap? You're not working at Rockstar. You're not even seeing the game right now. It's different if you are there right now. You're not there right now. So how do you know? How do you know? You see what I'm saying? Like, how do you know? I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? But he's obviously still convinced that GTA 6 will be the best game out there. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that for y'all to decide. But you're not working there anymore. Some people are going on as far as to say like, this is a disgruntled employee, blah, blah, blah. He's just saying this and saying that. But regardless of the fact, like, regardless if it's similar to GTA 5 or not, it's still going to sell. That's for doggone sure. Like, it's going to sell millions of copies. It's probably going to do way more than GTA 5 when it's all said and done. So, and most of these Grand Theft Auto games, they have some sort of DNA of the last Grand Theft Auto game. So I don't necessarily look at that as a bad thing, but we will see. We will see. Let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. Hit that like button, hit that share button. He said he's saying 30 FPS is coming in hot. Hey, man. Hey. And, you know, and if it's, even if, okay, let me say this. Worst come to worst. PS5 Pro does not exist. And then PS5 Pro does not exist, and then we get this game running on consoles at 30 FPS. People are still gonna buy it. Look at Red Dead Redemption 2. That's 30 FPS, and it sold what, 70 million copies? 70 million copies. So that's not going to stop GTA 6 from doing 200 plus million copies. It's not going to stop it. 30 FPS or not. Nobody cares. Majority of you guys, nobody cares about 30 FPS. Like, majority of you guys are like, yeah, dog, I'm okay with 30 FPS. As long as it's a locked 30 FPS. So 30 FPS is not going to make or break GTA. Do I want to play a massive open world next generation game at 30? Heck no. But the majority of you guys are okay with playing GTA 6 at 30 frames because of whatever limitations. And Rockstar, they have always, for some reason, when it comes to optimization, they just don't care. So just like Red Dead 2, where people have been begging for years for that to be updated to 60 frames, besides the, people trying to do mods and stuff for it to run at 60 on PC, it might very well be 30 frames. Then what? You're going to sit there and say you're not going to play GTA 6? I refuse to believe that. Because if that's one thing that I could say about this generation so far, a lot of people are settling with a lot of these games. Like 30 FPS, I'm fine with that. As long as it's locked, I'm okay with that. Which is fine. 30 is the minimum. It is the minimum. It's not the standard. 60 is the standard. And that's what we need to be aiming for. But unfortunately, what is it? Is it the PS5 not powerful enough? Like, let's talk about it. What is it? The PS5 reaching its limits already? And then on one hand, you hear developers say, oh, whoa, we haven't been able to push the PS5 yet. So is it garbage and lazy developers we have, and they're not optimizing their games right? Or is it that the PS5 is just reaching its limits right now and just can't seem to run these games at the fullest, frame rate and resolution? Which one is it? Leave that on y'all to decide. All right, let's go ahead and let's move on to the next topic here. Hit that like button, hit that share button for your boy. Come in with your questions. Super chats are welcome. They do help out our show. Everything is optional. Let's go ahead and move on. So we are talking about a game that I played, finished, and reviewed on this channel. And maybe some of you guys probably didn't purchase it when it came out. That game is Rise of the Ronin. We have a demo. Yes, a demo. Do you guys care? Maybe not. So yeah, Rise of the Ronin, it does have a demo that is available to grab on the PS Store. It says released in March 2024 for PS5. Rise of the Ronin hails from the same creative minds at Neo and Ninja Gaiden franchise. So yeah, it's on the PlayStation Store right now. A lot of people are talking about it, so we're going to talk about it. So if you find any interest or had any interest into Rise of the Ronin, go ahead and check out the demo. Go grab it on the PlayStation Store. All right, let's go ahead and let's move along. Also, Xbox, for my Xbox dudes out there, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, Xbox Game Pass date is 100% confirmed by a reliable leaker, and it's coming next month. So there you guys go. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy was previously rumored for a August Game Pass drop, but the insider now claims that the remastered trilogy will come to the service on Thursday, August 8th. So if you guys are hype for the Insane Trilogy of Crash, there you guys go on that one. It's coming to Game Pass. And then also today, MW3 is available on Game Pass as well for my Xbox lovers out there. There you go on that one. All right. So enough with that. Let's go ahead and let's move on to our next topic. Let's talk about Concord. Concord, I need you guys to vote on there because now the talk of the town is delay. Okay. And so we have a big Xbox influencer, or should I say big gamer? I'm just going to say a big gamer. Paris. So obviously his name carries weight. And a lot of people look up to Paris and stuff like that. So Paris pretty much put out and said, delay Concord and make it free to play. Think about adding PvE mode to advance the story. Launching it next month with the current model is setting it up to fail. So Paris is saying, like, you launching Concord next month is setting it up to fail. I say this as someone who enjoyed the beta and want to see it succeed. I don't know. I've already said my piece, and some of y'all didn't take it serious, but most people right now don't like Concord. I don't know what else to say. I've said my piece. I've talked so many times about games that I think would mesh well with PlayStation fans, games that I think people have been asking for, and the frustration that I have right now, and them not communicating with us. But some of y'all brush it under the rug, and that's fine. We're just going to keep on getting what Sony's going to give us, and we're just going to have to keep on dealing with it, right? But Concord right now, that's a PS5 exclusive, and it's a shame that there's literally no hype for this game. There's no hype.
Rockstar is like Apple. Apple took forever to put 60 Hz on iPhone. It's gonna be the same
That's
for
true.
Rockstar. It's gonna be a while before we see 60 FPS.
That could be a very possibility. Thank you so much for that super chat. That could be a big, let me heart your super chat. That could be a big possibility. And it's crazy because right now, like I said, I know some people are comparing Concord to Redfall. At least with Concord, it's more of a polished experience than Redfall was. And, you know, Concord is at 60. Redfall launched at 30. I mean, Redfall was just fundamentally broken. I mean, the game was just in and out in terms of the graphics. The graphics wasn't loading in certain sections. The AI was just standing there. You know, it was a mess. At least with Concord, it actually looked more polished. The graphics looks pretty decent and good. And there's just work that needs to be done to Concord. And I just felt like Sony just need more time with Concord to iron out all these kinks. But it seems as though that they're just going to come out with this game. And regardless of what people are saying, what the fans are saying, that's why I was trying to talk to you guys earlier and let y'all know not just my frustration, but a lot of other people's frustration that are PlayStation fans. Like, what is Sony doing? Some people are saying delay this game. Some people are saying like, hey, you know, add this and add that to make the experience better. But I don't, there's no defending this, bro. Like, not every single person care about Concord. Because if people cared about Concord, look at Marvel Rivals, 52,000 players. If people genuinely cared about Concord, it probably, 60 million people. Let's not kid ourselves here. 60 million people. We don't know the numbers for PS5 just yet. We don't know how many people played it on PS5, but the PC Master Race helped Helldivers 2 accomplish the numbers that it did. And if the PC fan base is not embracing Concord like that, that's a problem. Because who knows how many people played it on PS5? Oh man, this is crazy, man. We're officially in the Q&A portion of the show right now. We're in the Q&A. Let's talk, because this is not looking too good right now. We got journalists, we got influencers, we got these big subscriber YouTubers saying that this game should be delayed. Some people saying that they loved it. They don't understand why it's getting so much hate. I don't know. It's a bit of a mixed bag, but look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie. The numbers is just not looking too good for this game. This game comes out on the 19th of next month, and some of you dudes are not hype for this game. Not hype. It's crazy, man. It's just... And this is why I'm so frustrated, because it's like they're sitting on their bag. They're sitting on... Sony can do way better than this. I don't know what it is, if Sony feels like they just have no competition, but how can they feel that way when Microsoft is bodying the competition with multiplayer games right now? They're literally destroying the competition with now they got Call of Duty. Man, they have all the power in the world now. You cannot stop Microsoft in the multiplayer segment. And that's the area where they're weak at. And you would think that they will find the courage to fight back at Microsoft, but nope, they're not. They're not. Sad, man. It's sad, bro. Sad. It says, I remember the best games from PS5 are coming out after 2025. It says, you know better than that. What do we... What was I saying earlier? What was I saying earlier? For Sony to communicate more with us, for Sony to stop sitting on their bag. What do we know is coming out in 2025? What do we know of? What do we know of? Whatever. Whatever. What do we know? What do we know? No, answer me this question. We don't have a roadmap. So how do you know that we're getting bangers in 2025? What, single player bangers? Which I've already said, that's all they have. But they're putting so much money in the multiplayer segment, and that's not even making a big wave. Look at Helldivers 2. Nobody really even talk about Helldivers 2 like that. Helldivers 2 just dropped below 10,000 players. Are you kidding me right now? Man, listen to me, man. Y'all cut the bull crap and stop wasting my time. Because I don't know what you're talking about. Zero. We don't know nothing. All they said was existing franchises coming in 2025. You know what that means? Single player stuff. God of War. Spider-Man, that's it. That's all that's always been carrying. But what about multiplayer? What about the fact that they're investing so much money into multiplayer and it's not working right now? It's barely working. Besides Helldivers 2, that's it. Y'all kidding me, bro. Y'all kidding me, bro. You're really kidding me right now. You're really kidding me, bro. Come on, guys. Y'all got to do better than that, man. Stop wasting my time, bro. And come better than that. You know, most of you guys, don't care for Concord. Not my cup of tea. Some of y'all didn't even play Helldivers 2 to begin with. Right? And some of y'all saying, where are the games? Where are the games? Where are the games? They ain't coming just from me. Y'all been saying that. Now y'all trying to attack me and say, oh, well, the big bangers are coming in 2025. What, single player? We barely know anything that's coming out in 2025. Are you kidding me? Whatever. It said there is no point in even wasting time on step down on unoriginal game as Concord, and the fact that PS5 can't sell too well without GTA speaks volume. Yeah, whatever. It's sad, but yeah, I'm just wasting my time. I'm literally just wasting my time. He said Microsoft needs to improve in game quality. Yep, they do. Which, from what I've seen from their Xbox showcase, seems as though that they're getting a grasp of it. I don't know, man. I don't know. GTA 6 is coming out in 2025, so Sony definitely not coming out with anything next year. Let them sit there and say, oh, yeah, 2020. We don't even know. Bro, we know nothing. We don't know nothing beyond Death Stranding 2 and Wolverine. We don't know nothing. So we can't just sit here and be like, oh, yeah, 2025. That's when the bangers are going to drop. In truth and in fact, we know nothing. We know nothing. So we can't just say that. Freaking tarnished. That's exactly what the situation is. It's freaking tarnished. It's like we have nothing to go off of when it comes to PlayStation. And you guys know that. Nothing. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I've been talking about this entire time in the beginning of the stream. That's what's so frustrating, because they don't talk to us. They don't communicate with us enough. That's one thing I give Microsoft, is that they communicate with us and let us know, hey, this and this, we're doing this event, we're doing this, and that Sony, nothing. You say you rang good, sir. Phantom Blade Zero, but Phantom Blade Zero, oh, I'm excited for Phantom Blade Zero. Not everybody is caring about Phantom Blade Zero. It's not an everybody type game. Most people are like, I don't care for that game. It's a Souls game. Even though the developer said it's not a Souls game, still, most of you, that's what I was saying. Like, the games that Sony got coming out this year, you dudes are not even hype about. I don't even see y'all talk about Astrobot. You don't even talk about Astrobot like that. You already saying Concord is not your cup of tea. Some of y'all don't like the way how Silent Hill 2 remake looks. Some of y'all ain't gonna buy Horizon Lego Adventures. Come on, y'all kidding me, bro? Y'all really kidding me? Tell somebody that, man. Tell somebody else that, bro. Y'all really kidding me right now. When there's absolutely zero hype for those games. Y'all really talk about those games and say that you're buying them. Astrobot, really? You not even most of y'all not even hyped for that game. Okay. He says Sony sneaky. He says I think they're up to something we just don't know. Yeah, that and you know what? You know what, OG? That's the only safe haven that I have to hold on to right now is that they're up to something. Like the analyst said yesterday about the PS5 showcase and the PS5 Pro reveal, that's all we have to go off of. We know nothing. That's the only thing that we have to go off is that they got something planned and we just don't know. And all we can do is wait, but we can't help but talk about this stuff. Because look at Concord right now. Concord is not doing so well. And they're still coming out with it. So what does that tell you? That Sony does not care about us and about what we have to say. They don't. Because if they were taking the feedback, they would have said, you know what? Let's take some time and improve on the game based on the feedback and then take it from there. Nope, they're still coming out with the game. They do not care about your feelings. I always keep telling you guys that. They don't care about your feelings, okay? And they don't care what you think. They don't. They're not your friend and they don't care about feelings. Period. Nobody getting hyper for Sony until DN. Oh man.
Nobody getting hyper for Sony until D&D and PS Plus.
Sad, man. Sad. Thank you for keeping the train going, my man Jamal. Thank you. It's sad. It's sad, man. It's very, very sad. It's very sad. You know, like on the Microsoft side of things, you know, at least people are hype for some of the games that they showed off. There's zero hype on the Sony side because we don't know. We just don't, and they don't want to communicate with us. You know what I mean? So the only thing else we can say is the element of surprise. That's it. That's it. The element of surprise. What are they going to surprise us with? We don't know. Gilbert, thank you. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Super chats are welcome. Members are welcome. Appreciate you guys. Gilbert says, yo, Marlon, can you tell please tell people in the chat that GTA 6 is going to keep PS5 alive in 2025 because of Rockstar? Because if Rockstar didn't make next GTA 6 wouldn't be here today. I don't know, man. I don't know. It says lots of people work 9 to 5 with their company, making them work day in and day out, expecting them to give their all. So why should we expect less pay for games such as Concord and more? That's why I keep saying, if you guys don't like Concord like that, tag Sony. Most people are on Twitter. Oh, let's look at this scroll. Oh, look at this. Look at this person over here acting crazy. Some of y'all on Twitter scrolling up. You know what I mean? And you guys have an issue. You guys have a problem with certain things. Tag Sony and say, hey, I don't like this game. Not saying that some of y'all are not doing it, but most people, they ain't doing it. They just back and forth drama nonsense and not even saying anything. Whatever. Yo, Devastator, keeping the stream alive. Let's go. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. He says, yeah, if it ain't a new Gran Turismo or Ratchet and Clank game, I don't care about all the other games that Sony drops. That's sad, man. That's sad. That is very sad, man. That's very, very sad, man. Yes, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Get the likes up on the stream. And subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Yeah, if it ain't a new Gran Turismo or Ratchet and Clank game,
Sad,
I don't
man.
care about all the other games that Sony drops.
It's sad. Let's get the train going, man. We got the train going. You guys got the train started. Let's get that train going, man. It's sad, bro. It's sad. It's sad. He says, exactly, Marlon. Sell your PS5 and keep the Series S and feel the pain in a few months. Why would I sell my PS5? So because I'm voicing my concern and letting my voice be heard and saying that I need Sony to communicate with us more, and I need Sony to incorporate some of these games that people are asking for into the games that they're making, or at least remake some of the stuff that people are asking for, in, you know, because they're going into this multiplayer charade. I need to sell my PS5. That's the best that people can come up with. Yeah, whatever. Definitely not gonna sell my PS5. No, sir. It's been sitting there for 4 years. Right over here. My PS5 is sitting right over there. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. It's sitting right there. So it is not going anywhere. He said, cause it's hot trash, Marlon. He said the games are too hard for y'all. Oh Lord. Most people, you know what? I'm gonna say this. Most people ain't even gonna play games like Returnal. Most people ain't gonna play games like Elden Ring because it's too hard. You know, there's a lot of people who just want easier games to play. Most people don't have the time to sit there and stress about, oh man, this last boss, or this boss is being brutal right now. Like, most people don't like hard games. It's a fact. So it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I finish Hellblade 2. Some people look at Hellblade 2. Oh, Marlon, that's too hard. That's too hard. You know, it's too boring and it's too hard. He says, you enjoy your Xbox. PS5 is dirty. He says, bro, sorry, but Sony is not what they used to be, bro. He says Sony was great when PS1 and PS2, and then later in the PS3 life was okay, bro. He says, like how Killzone shouldn't have been made instead of Concord. Yeah, I know. Should have been made instead of Concord. Yeah. Killzone, yeah, it's just not, it's not, most people don't even, he said Returnal was good on PC at 4K 120 with art. Man, Returnal was one of the best games. Bro, Returnal, man, bro. Returnal, bro. I was so happy. This is by far one of the best PS5 exclusives. Like, I love this game, man. When I played Returnal, when it first dropped, I was like, man, this game is ridiculously hard. And kept dying in the game, and then got adapted to it, finished it. And when I finished this game, I was like, wow, it felt so rewarding, because I was like, man, this is the type of game that people want on the PS5. You know, build from the ground up, to take advantage of the PS5. And Returnal is just one of the best games, especially when it comes to the DualSense controller and everything. Like, I love Returnal. You know what I mean? And obviously Housemarque, legendary developer and everything like that, the game was fire, bro. Like, I love Returnal, bro, from start to finish. Played the DLC when they dropped the DLC, finished the game. It was great. It was a great game. Finished Elden Ring a couple days ago and actually beat, what's his name? Mog yesterday, the guy that you have to beat for the DLC. I beat him yesterday. And so I'm done with Elden Ring at this point. Maybe there's some catacombs here and there, but I felt so rewarded as a gamer. I felt like I accomplished something huge beating Elden Ring. I'm proud of myself, and proud of myself for finishing this game. Like, it's just, man, I don't know, proud of myself for finishing Hellblade 2, because Hellblade 2 was getting a lot of freaking hate for no reason. And I stand by what I say about Hellblade 2. Hellblade 2 is a masterpiece, in my opinion. Now, some of you guys might say, oh, Marlon, Hellblade 2 is trash. Hellblade 2 is trash to you. To me, yes, there are things that I did not like the puzzles. I feel like the puzzles, too many freaking puzzles, and the how they lay out the puzzles, I felt like ruined the pace of the game. But besides the puzzles, bro, I love Hellblade 2 from start to finish. I love Hellblade 2 from start to finish. It was a phenomenal game. Some people, oh, that's trash. Oh, it's garbage. Oh, that game was getting so much hate. You know, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, you like what you like. You know, you can't tell people what to like. I mean, yeah. Even people were saying that this was trash. You know what I mean? This was a PS. That's why I said I give Sony credit, bro, because at the beginning of this generation, they put out games. And I give them that more than Microsoft. Microsoft launched with 0 in 2020. At least with Sony, they had some launch titles. Now, I know some of y'all are going to say, oh, well, yeah, majority of that stuff was PS4, but still, it still was games to play. And all the way up onto where we are now, Sony dropped games. And this was one of the best ones. You ask anybody about some of the best PS5 exclusives, they'll tell you Returnal is one of them. Like, man, I will scream on top of my lungs right now, like a girl at a Justin Bieber concert, if they announce a Returnal 2. I love Returnal because it reminds me of Metroid, and it reminds me of other Metroidvania type games. And I'm like, man, this is so freaking good. And take advantage of the DualSense controller. You know what I mean? The platforming, the boss fights, you know, the leveling up system, like this whole complete package, the main character, Celine, how the story unfold. And man, you kidding me, bro? You kidding me? It was so good. It was so good. You know, so good. Say, hey, Marlon, Jim Ryan said he wasn't going to release the PS5 back in 2020 because of CV. He said the PS5 was really supposed to come out. And yeah, which I said earlier, my opinion, like I wanted Hellblade 2 to come. No, not Hellblade. I wanted the PS5 to drop this year because of the pandemic. You know, yeah. DP, the story in Returnal was so good. It was so one of the best. This should be in everybody's top 5 best PS5 game of this generation. Returnal. Like, no doubt. Whether you played it on PC or you played it on PS5, it should be in your top 5 or at least top 10. It was really good. Hands down. He says Hellblade 2 better than part 1. Heck yeah. You kidding me? Heck yeah. Oh yeah, the adaptive triggers on PC. Oh man, I haven't played it on PC yet, but Returnal was too good. It was too. I mean, most people was knocking this. I remember when it dropped in 21 because people were like, "Yeah, dog, this ain't worth $70." I remember, I ain't crazy. I remember a lot of people was dragging this game down. Oh, it's not worthy. It's not worth $70. The graphics is not all that good. It ain't always about graphics, bro. The gameplay was so freaking good. Man, the gameplay, the music, oh shoot, the platform, the weapons. Y'all, some of y'all talking about graphics. The graphics wasn't pushing the PS. And then it's like you get games that are graphically amazing and y'all still complain. Oh, Hellblade 2. Oh, that's garbage. That's a walking simulator. Yes, the pacing of the game could have been better with the puzzles and more action and less walking. But that's how the game was designed. They designed that game like that for a reason, for you to take in the whole scenery. Let me stop talking. I'm wasting my time. Thank you so much, my man Mark, for keeping the train going. You're wasting your time, Marlon. You're wasting your time. Most people, bro, listen. Most people that are buying a PS5 right now, and never played any of the PS5 games, this is my number one recommendation. If you're on the fence right now and you haven't, you forget about the Pro. Forget about the Pro. If you're trying to buy a PS5, this should be number one on your list. Number one. Out of all the PS5 games, this is number one. And then everything else. I'm telling you, this game, too good. I love this game. Love this game. He says Returnal UEVR is incredible.
Returnal Unwaiver is an incredible VR experience on PC. Must have.
Wow.
It dumbfounds me why they don't have it on VR too.
I know. But, Sony, and that's also another thing as well. Those of you who bought PSVR 2, there's no hype for that. Sony is not even marketing PSVR 2 anymore. I have not seen a pin drop about that. You see what I'm saying? Like, Sony is just doing things right now that people are just like, okay, what's going on? Look at PSVR 2. There's literally no talk about it. Y'all don't even talk about PSVR 2 like that. Some of y'all are still waiting on games for PSVR 2 after you done purchase it for $600. Like, these are facts, man. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. I'm just wasting my time again talking, because then y'all going to get on the defense mode and be like, but it's the truth. Who you see talk about PSVR 2 like that? And Mark just said this would have been perfect for PSVR 2. Not happening. Sony is going to do what they're going to do with PSVR 2. Whether you like it, yes or no. They're not taking our feedback. So, hey, you get what you get. That's just the way it is. Like, come on. I say, hey, Marlon, it says, what do you saying about the PS5 delayed? Then yeah. No, I was saying, like, they should have delayed the PS5 generation and release it this year. Reason for that is because we got hit with the pandemic, and the pandemic slowed up a lot of game development. You know what I mean? And those games that got slowed up they could either be coming out now or getting ready to come out. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like the generation would have been better because I felt like Sony relied more on PS4 in terms of game development than they do on the PS5. And I felt like the pandemic had a lot of stuff to do with that. But also on the same time, I can't just blame everything on the pandemic. I just felt like they just didn't have a lot of things ready for PS5 only. You see what I'm saying? So they lean more on cross-gen to carry the generation. You guys know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. It says since when a masterpiece is 5 hours long. Okay. A game, in order for a game to be a masterpiece, it has to do a lot of things right. And, it's funny how some of you guys get upset about games being, the game wasn't even $70. You know what I mean? It was free in Game Pass. And I think it was $50 for this game, right? Yes, granted, it should have been a little longer, but the fact of the matter is, like, that didn't stop me from enjoying the game and having a great time. It seems as though that people want games to be long, and long games don't mean that it's going to be an automatic success or it's going to be an automatic masterpiece. A game being 10, 15 hours long could be boring and trash and dumpster fire. Don't you guys understand that? I don't understand what is the crave about, the games need to be longer, being longer and boring and being repetitive. Don't you know the longer a game goes on, the more repetitive it gets, the more boring it gets? Is that what you guys want? I'd rather a game be short and sweet and straight to the point and be done with it than being long and boring and stupid. I'm just saying, just my opinion. But hey, to each their own, And not everybody beat the game in 5 hours. Some people beat it in 8 hours. Some people beat it in 10 hours. It just matters on how fast you play your games and things of that nature. Like, it's just, I don't know. It says certain games simply cannot be made using PS4 technology as they exist today, just like Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, and Returnal. I stand firm. Elden Ring is, ooh, bro. I have almost 170 hours, if I remember correctly, more than 170 hours in Elden Ring. Elden Ring was bro, it took me 2 years to beat Elden Ring. Obviously, when the game first came out, I played it a little bit and I stopped because there were so many other games to play. And then I just recently finished the game this month. I picked it up at the beginning of this month when I bought the Series S, and I finished it closer to the end of the month. You see what I'm saying? I put hours on hours and hours on hours. Not every single game is going to be like Elden Ring. I mean, there are so many things in that game to do. There's so many different hidden paths. There's so many different boss fights. I mean, it just kept me at the edge of my seat until I finished the game. You see what I'm saying? Elden Ring is not for everybody, but I'm just saying, just like Final Fantasy is not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, you say you just pre-ordered Concord. Hey, that's what's up. You like what you see. That's awesome. I think Concord is a good game. They just need to tweak some of the things that I asked them to tweak. You know, like the players. A lot of these players in the game just feels useless to me. Some of the weapons, the maps. Apparently, they're going to be launching with 12 maps or something like that. I really hope to see more variety of maps. You know, in a very clever way. Like, they're not boring maps, but they're well thought out maps. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that they tweak some of the weapons in the game and things of that nature. Like, there's so many different, like a story I would like them to have in Concord. There's so many different things I would like for Concord, but we'll see. Eddie, what's up, man? How you doing? It said, do you think that all digital games should be 10% less since they save a ton of money on printing? I mean, yes and no, because, you know, obviously these digital, they make 100% of the profit when it comes to these digital games, right? Because it's on their storefront versus, you know, physical. But yes and no. I mean, it's up to them if they really want to do that or not. It says, are you going to stream China Joy Friday? If I can get access to that, I mean, we'll see what's happening. It says, I have 400 hours in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. To me, it's a masterpiece, and the soundtrack is 100 times better than the garbage Keeley soundtrack for God of War Ragnarok. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I said, hey, Marlon, when will PS4 come? 2025. Apparently 2025. So we'll see. You know, we'll see. 2025 is when it's going to come to an end. We got 438 votes. Do you think that they should delay Concord? All right. And make it free to play? And 81% of you guys said yes. 81% of you guys said yes. So that's pretty cool. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Let's see if we can get over 200 likes on the show. It's very critical that we get that. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. If you love PlayStation, Xbox, PC, hit that subscribe button for me. Super chats are welcome if you have any super questions. Yes, Sony needs free to play stuff. I don't know. I think Sony needs the money really bad right now to the point where they're rarely going to be doing free to play stuff. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I don't know. It's sad to say it, but I don't think Concord is going to be free to play. They're not going to make Concord free to play. That's just the reality. And I know some of you guys don't want to hear that, but they're not going to make it. If they were going to make it free to play, they would have made that announcement now. So I don't know. I just don't know. At the end of the day, Sony's going to do what Sony's going to do. They're not talking to us. Says, I put 150 hours in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and I love every minute. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is fire, bro. Yeah, that's a really, really good game. It said people pay how much for these Marvel movies, and then of popcorns and drinks for 2 hours, but 5 hours isn't enough for a good game. Laugh out loud. Sure, exactly. You know how people are, man. You know how people are, bro. You know how people are, bro. You know how people get down, bro. People are gonna voice their concerns, my brother. It's sad, but it's the truth. Hellblade 2 is trash. You know what I mean? Hellblade 2 is trash. It's too short. Really? Like, that's it? Too short? Okay. So because it's too short, you're not going to play it. Okay. Can't argue with nobody nowadays, man. You just got to do you, man. Do you at the end of the day. Ice Queen says, Marlon, I wish I could afford a PlayStation 5 because I have bills to pay. And I just wish the PlayStation 5 was lower price at some point. Okay, see? Ice Queen, there are people like you out there. See what I'm saying? There are people like you that are out there. And that's why I applaud Microsoft for doing what they're doing with xCloud and Fire Stick TV and all this type of stuff, giving gamers more options and more affordability. Maybe that's something that Sony could do in the future. But you hear what you just said, like you want to buy a PS5, but you just can't afford it. Man, if I was in the financial position right now, I would literally buy a PS5 and send it to you. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of people out there cannot afford a PS5. You know what I mean? And this might be the year to buy it, because so if Sony does come out with the PS5 Pro, the price will probably go down, especially this holiday. They might go down on the price at best, at max, maybe $100 off. I don't think it's going to go. I don't think the base PS5 is going to sell for $100 less, but that would be nice because at least that would make it a little bit more affordable for people. Yeah, and I think that's probably one of the biggest issues right now is that most people can't afford the PS5 because that's $500. Like, that's a lot of money. So I mean, I don't know, man. I'm sorry that you're going through that, Ice Queen. I wish I had the money to help. I said, Marlon, what's the latest on the PS5 Pro? Okay, so the latest on the PS5 Pro is that data miners had found the code name Trinity. Apparently, that's the code name for the PS5 Pro in a patch that Hello Games is supposedly working on for No Man's Sky. Okay, so that's like the first official proof that this console exists. And then on top of that, we have heard that Tom Henderson said it's coming out still on track for this year because he had documentation showing that, listen, developers are just now, getting their certification ready as early as this month. And I think on July 18th or something like that. And so, PS5 Pro is in motion and it's still on track for 2024. So those are the two major things that we have gotten for PS5 Pro so far, but we still got to wait. Hey, True. Hey, what's up, bro? True, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. You said Ratchet and Clank was short? Oh, Ratchet and Clank was amazing. In my top 5. Let's see here. It says some people can buy iPhone 15 for $1,400, but cannot buy a $500 console. That is true. 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 And that's what makes it funny a little bit, because an iPhone 15 or 14 is expensive, way more than a PS5, right? And they don't necessarily have to upgrade to an iPhone 15 or upgrade to the newest iPhone and put themselves in more debt. But the stuff that you actually do need right now, yes, I understand it's a necessity. You need a phone, but some people, you don't have to upgrade. You know what I mean? But people find money for what they want, man. That's just the nature of the beast. They say you can make more money on YouTube than you do. He said you make more money on YouTube than you did with your 4 jobs, millions in the bank. You can give her a PS5. Oh, Lord have mercy. I can't. That's funny. Millions in the bank, huh? Yeah, I wish. Thank you. You know what? Thank you for speaking that over my life, because I declare and I receive the millions in the bank. I need it. I need the millions in the bank. I need the M's in my bank so that I can, make sure that my kids are taken care of for the rest of their lives, or, you know, making sure that I leave a legacy behind, you know what I'm saying? And leave a generational wealth behind. Most definitely. Yeah. Speak it into existence. Yeah, I receive that. Yes, sir. Thank you. It's definitely appreciated. Let's see. It say, hey, can you get Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6? It costs $1,400. Nah, bro. Nah. Listen, me. I'm good with, what is this? iPhone 13? Yeah, I have an iPhone 13 right now. I'm good with my iPhone 13. I'm good. I'm Gucci with my iPhone 13, bro. There's no need for me to upgrade. I'm just focusing on growth, getting our channel to, 60,000 subs and beyond. I have dreams. I have goals. I have vision right now. I ain't talking about, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. My phone ain't the newest and latest, but I can say hello. Hey, what's good? You good? You Gucci? I can answer all my emails. I can do everything I need to do on my phone. There's no need for me to be getting, unless they send me an iPhone 15 for free for me to review on my channel. Like, there's no point in me upgrading. There's no point. There's no point. He said, send that PS5, bro. He said, money bags, Marlon. Listen to me. Don't listen to that stuff. Listen, without you guys' support, oh yeah, see, I don't even remember. It's a 14. Yeah, it is a 14. Is it a 14? I don't even remember. But Google Eyes, I guess he remembered that I said it was a 14 back in the day. It's a 14. There's no point in me going to a 15. There's no point. So there's that. But a lot of you guys know, man, you guys are the ones that keeps this channel alive. You guys are the ones that fuel this stream, keep the show going. You know what I mean? By coming, liking the stream, sharing the stream, donating, all of that. It's because of you guys. You know what I mean? It's because of you guys. So I appreciate every last one of you guys that believe in me. And, I know this might sound cliche, but I appreciate y'all because, time is something you cannot get back. And some of you guys come here every single day and give me your time. Give me 2 hours of your time. And for that, I appreciate you guys, and I will forever be grateful for all of you guys. We agree to disagree on this gaming stuff, but it's all love at the end of the day, and I appreciate y'all. It says Xbox just put out a trailer, No Man's Sky update. Yeah, I heard that the player count surged by 400 and something % because of this new update. He says, I got a 14 time to upgrade. No, sir. There's no time to upgrade. I don't care. I don't care about upgrading. As long as I can say hello, that's all that matters. Yeah. Time is something you can't get back, man. That's why I respect y'all. That's why I love y'all. I don't know y'all, but y'all are my family. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are my family, and I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Like, some days are good, some days are bad. We all disagree about this gaming stuff, but it's all love. I love you guys. You know what I mean? Without y'all, and more importantly, Jesus, without Jesus and you guys, this channel wouldn't exist. This show wouldn't be almost 1,000 episodes of the show right now because of you guys. You know what I mean? Because of the support you guys keep coming back and coming back. I appreciate y'all. So thank you guys. It says you will get USB-C with iPhone. Yeah, I kind of wish that this was USB-C because a lot of the stuff that I have, a lot of the plugs I have is USB-C, and this is Lightning. So Lightning is so freaking iPhone, iPhone 5, iPhone 4, so old. iPhone 3, the original iPhone, Lightning is so old. Which console have the best exclusives between Xbox and PS5? I don't know, man. That comes down to you. Look at all the games and decide for yourself. I can't decide that for you, man. Unfortunately, I can't. Like, you got to look at the games, look up the games, look up the exclusives that Sony got, look up the exclusive that Microsoft have, and make a decision from there. You said, Marlon, you can trade your 14 in for 15 so that you can do stuff with your cords and computer. I know, but He said, what's the major update for PS5? So real quick. So they added, I think you're just now coming in. So let's tell you. All right. So they released a update so that all models can be able to personalize the 3D audio profiles for your headphones and earbuds. And then they also added all PS5 models will be able to test new remote play settings for individual users. So if you have your mom, your dad, your girlfriend, sister, uncle, brother, whoever, and you want to add them to your remote play access, you can toggle each name on and off so that they can have access to your remote play for your PS5. And then also PS5 Slim owners will be able to have access to adaptive charging, for all their DualSense controller, and also PSVR 2 as well. So this is going to be rolling out tomorrow. It's in beta. It's going to be rolling out tomorrow, and then they're going to roll it out to the mass after. So I hope that answers your question. He says, I honestly have not moved my PS5 because it just has not attracted as PS4 did. Said PS6 should be enough for an update, enough for optimizing and stabilizing and motivation to upgrade. Got you. Yeah, those are some cool features. Plus, they added in the last update yesterday that you can actually do URL invites, which I think is pretty cool. So Sony is slowly rolling stuff out. Say, who decides to use Sweet Baby Inc. in the... Man, that's way above my pay grade, Venom. Way above my pay grade. Retro. Plus, I will have timestamps, okay? So you can rewatch the stream afterwards. I'll have timestamps for you, my man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for your time, my brother. Thank you. And thank you, guys. I know times are rough right now, but those of you who go above and beyond to donate to the channel, I can't tell you thank you enough, because all of that goes back into the channel to keep the lights on, to keep the internet going, to keep the computer going, to keep everything running that we have here, to keep this office space going. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate y'all loving the show that much. Thank you. I say, hey, Marlon, you know that GTA 6 Cops is going to be different from GTA 5. We'll see. We'll see, man. I'm excited about GTA 6. We'll see. I'm excited about it. I'm not letting nothing stop me. Yeah, everything is getting expensive. Food, etc. Yeah, man. It's rough out here, bro. It's not easy, bro. It's not. It's hard, It's hard out here, bro. I mean, I'm telling you, I had 4 jobs, bro, and it was still a struggle, bro. It's not easy. It's not easy, bro. Just gotta, keep hanging in there and keep fighting. Is that PC finance? No, it's not. Came out of my pocket, and, savings that I had, went into building that PC. Donations from you guys went into that PC, man. Saved that donation and invested into the PC, the second PC that we have. So again, because of you guys and y'all support. Randy A. Let's see what Randy A says. Say, Marlon, I understand your frustration with Sony. I really do, but says we have a lot to play across all platforms right now. I know we want first party games, but they're coming. Be patient, bro. Good show today. Hey, Randy A, appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Thank you for the feedback. Let's see. It says Marlon wants to be neutral now. Wow, speak the truth always, better. Bro, like, I've always poured my heart into everything that I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've said this before, where being a Sony fanboy or being an Xbox fanboy puts you nowhere, right? Just favoring one console over the other puts you nowhere as a gamer, because all it's doing is just limiting you as a gamer. So, stick to your roots. What got you into gaming in the first place? It ain't just one specific company. It's a barrage of different companies that got me into gaming. You see what I'm saying? That's my roots. Like, it wasn't just Nintendo. It was Sony and Microsoft. It was Sega. Like, It was Atari. Like it was everything else, not just one company. So I can't just, Sony. No, bro, I love Sony. I do. But at the same time, I'm not fixing to sit here and sugarcoat stuff. I love Microsoft. Yes, I do. But I'm not fixing to sit here and sugarcoat stuff. I love Nintendo, but I'm not fixing to sugarcoat stuff. I'm going to speak up how I feel. Point blank, end of story. Like, I'm not fixing to sugarcoat. And there's no point in doing that. Puts you nowhere. Oh, but here we go, Jamal. Here we go. Jamal, why do you have to always stir the pot, bro? Why do you, man, listen, my definition of a pony is a pony, like you guys say, a pony just play on PS5 and PS5 only. They don't play anywhere. Me, I play everywhere. Wherever the games are, that's where I play. Period. End of story. I can play on my PC. I can play on my Xbox. I can play, wherever, on my phone, on my Fire Stick. I'm a gamer. I just want to play games. You know what I'm saying? When Sony dropped the bangers, you will see me right here jumping for joy, excited because they're games that I want to play. Same thing for Microsoft. I'm at the edge of my seat at this last event that we had in June. Like, I was at the edge of my seat. I'm like, let's freaking go. This is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So I'm all for the games, Jamal. I'm all for the games, man. I'm just too old for the fanboy stuff, bro. Like, that was when I was much younger, man, and have all the time in the world, bro. But I don't have all the time in the world, and I don't have time to be toxic. I don't have time to be one-sided and be biased. Speak the truth, man. Truth will set you free, bro. You know what I mean? And put your heart and soul into everything you do and be honest, because honesty will get you a far way rather than lies and fabrication. You know what I mean? Nah, man, I can't do that. That's not how we get down. Got to do it the right way. Let's see. It says I spent $80 at the grocery store. It says I looked at the receipt, how I spend $80 ain't everything. It says ain't everything I get I needed. Yeah, man. I know, man. It's like buying stuff. Now going to the grocery store, man, $100, you can barely get like 5-6 bags of groceries with $100. Like, it's just like, man, it's crazy. But he says it's yeah. It's real out here, man. Yeah, it's real out here, bro. It's real. It's not easy, bro. That's why I said I appreciate y'all. Those of you who come through to the streams and you donate and you hit the like button and you subscribe, I'm telling you guys, it helps. I can't do this without you guys' help. I can't. I've already spent so much savings. Like, I'm talking about savings from my job, like into my channel. You know what I mean? Every last dime I had goes investing into this channel, and on top of you guys help as well. Like, everything that I had goes into this channel. So I can't do this without you guys, man. And I know it's hard out there. It's rough. So that's why I appreciate y'all when y'all step up to the plate and go above and beyond. It don't go unseen, man. I appreciate y'all. God bless y'all. He said, Marlon, you have your wife and she helps you too. Remember, you met her on Bumble app. Yeah, I know. My wife is amazing. She helps out a lot. She donates to the channel a lot, because she knows how it is, man. She knows how it is. All it is just support. She support me, in what I do, so I appreciate that. But make sure you guys hit the like button, guys. He said, let's hit 180. Let's hit 200 likes. Come on, guys. I know we could do better than that. He said, who I'm voting for? I don't even know yet, bro. Daily Chang. Thank you so much. You're another one, man, that always come through to the show and donate. And I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. You're one of the main ones. You and Mark and a lot of you guys come through and support the show. I appreciate y'all. He says Xbox are peasants, PS are queen, PC is king. Hey, Daily Chang, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the support. All right, guys, on that note, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for the support, guys. You guys are amazing.
Xbox are peasant, PS are queen, PC is king.
Daily Chang, I appreciate you. We at 164. Can we get 170 likes? I know that we can do that. Hit that like button for me. Get the likes up on the stream. You guys are funny, man. They say, you know that PS is the best console to play quality. Wait until 2025, 2026, 2027. We'll see, man. We'll see. We know that Sony is known for the quality of their games and things of that nature, you know, and they've always been, you know, the forerunners when it comes to that. But, you know, as of late, man, it's just like, you know, where is this stuff at? Like, what, you know, what's up with the communication? Like, it says, what is the latest on the PS5 Pro? I think I've already said that already. Somebody asked me if it was you, but the latest on the PS5 Pro is this, is that data miners found a source code in No Man's Sky being updated for PS5 Pro. The code name is Trinity for PS5 allegedly. And so they found that in there. And so that's the latest. And then Tom Henderson said that it's still on track for 2024. All right, so we're at 171. Can we get 180? Come on, guys. Hit that like button. Let's see if we can get over 200 likes. I love y'all. I'm not going to hold up y'all time today. It's 2:17 Central Time. So please hit that like button for me, guys. Let's see if we can get over 200 likes on today's show. I know we can do it. And hug somebody. Tell them you love them. Put God first. Everything last. Drive home safe if you're on the road, if you're at work right now. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Hopefully with more bangers. My plan is to have some sort of consistency on Twitch. So maybe not today, maybe tomorrow we'll play some more NCAA with members. If you guys are down for that, I will make an announcement in the Discord. So when the wife is off and stuff, I can have more time to jump on Twitch and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow, man, with more bangers. I love y'all. Hit that like button. Appreciate y'all. And enjoy the rest of your day, guys. And peace. God bless. We out.